This episode of The Direction is brought to you by One Call Concepts, when safety is on the line. You know, you're talking about coming to the lake and seeing numbers of fish like that. Vero Trophy Bass Fishing Lakes is one of these experiences of a lifetime. You come down here, you end up catching numbers of fish. You have the opportunity to catch a fish of a lifetime here. Woo! Baby! You're the man.
He's shaking, man. I love it.
Fishing, oh yeah, friends, and great stories. This is The Direction. This week we're going to be joined by Brent Anderson. We're going to be in Vero Beach, Florida with him, where he has 2 trophy lakes that he guides on. Brent is going to take us out to try to catch some of these giant Florida bass, and this ought to be a good time.
Good to meet you, bud.
Good to meet you.
Appreciate you coming, man.
No, I'm excited to be here. Well, Brent, tell me a little bit about where we're getting ready to be fishing at.
We're on Premier Citrus Orange Grove in Fort Pierce, Florida. You know, we'll talk about it more as the day goes on. I don't want to draw it out.
We don't want to draw it out now. We want to get to catching. So Brent, here's how this is already playing out. We dropped the other boat in the water, and we got the other camera guy over there. Terry McWilliams is with us. He's gonna be our trolling motor driver on the other boat. And this guy's already went up there and caught some fish out from underneath us.
Oh, come on, did you get that?
I mean, what do you think of this guy?
You might need to find a new camera boat driver.
All right, so you're gonna grab the top water. I guess I'm just gonna throw this little speed worm. So there's some big pipes out there.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, and then a little. There's usually a little school of them around it. Uh-oh, they're gonna let me down. I done tried to call my shot.
I think you calling the shots.
I called a shot for you.
We're gonna get it started, breaking the ice.
These are the strongest largemouth I would say I've ever fished for. They got a little smallmouth blood in them, I believe.
Little smallmouth blood in a Florida stream.
Yeah.
Look at that pretty fish. Just a few casts into the day right there. I don't know about you, but it don't never matter how big or how small, it's always fun. And it never gets old.
Our goal on the management of this place is to get them averaging 3.5 to 4 pounds a piece.
An old chatterbait.
It's not quite a trophy, but
No, but the numbers are coming.
it's a start. Future 10-pounder.
That's right, that's next year's generation right there.
Basically what we're doing out here, Mark, it looks very random to people at home, I'm sure, but there's coontail out here. Basically this is one huge flat, and there's coontail, and you'll run across bald spots or bare spots. There's gonna be a little group of fish there. And you know, sometime during the day we'll hit a clump and we'll catch 15 or 20.
Oh,
Then
wow.
one clump will have 10, and one clump will have 5, and then next thing you know, you've got 250. Because I've been asked a lot, how do you even catch 300 fish in a day? And that's kind of how it happens.
Well, when they come in a big group, you catch 10 or 15 and 10 or 15 casts. That's
Right.
That ain't much of a hook set there, Mark. Now, what Brent's up here telling me is that this speed worm's gonna catch these little ones, but I'm gonna tell you what, in good numbers of them, but I'll tell you what, I'll sit and catch them all day long and have fun and never complain. Now there's what a puny hook set does. There's why you gotta set the hook quick and hard, not easy. You end up out there in the lip. Look at that beautiful fish. This segment was brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. This segment is brought to you by Power Pole, Swift, silent, secure. So far, today has started out with a ton of fish.
Come on, Buster. We got a double? Oh, I thought we had a
double of grass.
That happens a lot out here. But what's amazing, man, I mean, that's a small fish, but don't get me wrong, but look how healthy.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, we're catching 200-300 fish a day. Normally on a pond or lake that has that kind of numbers, you see stunted fish, big heads, they can't weigh more than 3/4. And I mean, we caught a 9 in here the other day with a gut bigger than mine, so. I don't know, there's apparently a ton of forage in here for these dudes.
So they'll just come up in the middle of the day down there and hit a bait.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
They just sloped it. And sometimes them bigger ones will do that. There it is.
I was gonna say they don't have to blow up on it. They can just come underneath it. Look at that. I've got a little more head on him there, don't he?
Man, a little bit.
A little more head.
This bait actually catches a little better grade of fish in here, but what happens on a guide trip, it's usually me and 2 other guys. And I'll say, hey, the topwater, the chatterbait will catch the size. Worm catches numbers. One of them always wants to go for numbers. Well, then the other one sees him catching 50 and he's caught 5 and he wants to go to the worm. And then that's usually about the time, I don't do this intentionally, I pick up the chatterbait or the topwater and a 7-pounder eats it, and then I feel bad.
Make this look easy.
Fish on. Better one? Nah, does that look like a smallmouth?
I'll tell you what,
We got
did you
smallmouth.
see that fish jump out of the water? I mean, look at this fish,
He's
bowing
jet
that rod
black.
up.
What am I hitting out there?
A bunch of wood right there.
Did you get that on tape?
Oh, wow.
Terry, can you bring me a rod?
Uh-oh. What weapon are you sneaking out?
I just threw my chatterbait out in the middle of the lake and backlashed.
Do Florida fish hug the wood much?
Man, I don't think they like it.
I don't think they like it. That's what I don't get it when I'm down here. It's like they like the grass.
And we usually catch quite a few out of these standing timber. I call them the forest. And a lot of guys have come down from, Tennessee, Kentucky area, and they're like, they're always around wood. And I think they live in these forests because they're high spots. It's a change in depth. I don't really think it's the wood that's holding them there. But it doesn't hurt to throw close to it.
Look at there. Got a little more growed up that time. Come here, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Look at that.
Another fat one, man.
They are healthy fish. I mean, they're just...
That's what, it's amazing to me. There's so many in here, but they're eating well.
You want to come on a trip? Now, right here's a trip. Tell you what, this is an awesome place.
We're about to get us one of those grown ones.
We're gonna get a grown one. So how long have you actually been guiding?
I started in 2009.
So you've been...
Totally by accident. Totally by accident.
10 years. And
Yep.
And that's been on on Kentucky Lake.
Kentucky Lake.
And now you got the guide business you're gonna have down here at Vero, right?
Yep.
This is gonna be Vero
Trophy Bass Lakes.
Trophy Bass Lakes.
And
folks are gonna be able to come down, stay in a lodge, and then you're gonna have you and some guides that'll be taking them out from lake to lake around down here.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Tell you what I enjoy is not running a trolling motor. It's my kind of fishing. He bowed up on that one right on cue. Here he comes.
Another little feisty one.
Man, they just fight. I mean, they just fight their way to the boat.
They have big hearts.
Bowed up one here, oh boy. Yeah, look at this. Here we go.
He's not as big as he just
Oh,
hooked funny.
He's still looking good. Come here, big boy.
Well,
Come in your mouth. And look at there.
I thought that was gonna be a 6 when I rolled it up.
Hey, don't you be complaining about that right there. See, only in Florida can you complain about a fish like that, so you can't do no complaining.
I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten very spoiled down here.
Oh my goodness,
Very spoiled.
You know, you talking about coming to the lake and seeing numbers of fish like that, and catching quality and quantity like that. I mean, that's a trip of a lifetime, what
Yes,
you got
sir.
coming to a place like this.
Another healthy one.
You know, you got the dream job. I'm envious of this
I'm
guy.
very blessed. I think about that every minute I'm out here, my friend.
Man to that. This segment is brought to you by Denali Rods, tournament tested, tournament tough. For some reason, we turn cameras off, and then when something bad happens, you have to fire them up. I don't need that footage. I mean, first time in my life I've ever
Professional
made a
fishermen
mistake.
do not do it.
$3 bait, but I'll break a $200 rod. I got a better idea. What is that stuff? Magic does happen once in a while. I had to get mad at it.
You got it?
Don't ask me how. I'm about to steal that boy's sandwich, though.
I'm not gonna have a
All right,
going.
you can have one more cast before you're back on the job.
So, am I supposed to catch, is it best for me to catch one now or not?
He gonna hit me. They're all bowed up right off the bat. Look at here, another thick head. Another big old thick head. And you just act like these are just ordinary everyday fish right here.
I've seen thousands of these the last month down here, so it's
Oh,
gonna
my
take a lot
goodness.
to get me too excited, but
Woo! I'm getting excited.
we're still gonna catch this one's mama here before it's over with though. Man, you'll see that one ate it. So I've had 5 or 6 just knock slacking it like they don't want it, and then you catch one and he gets it down to his throat.
Beautiful fish right there. And you just make it look easy. Now, did you hit the spot lock when you did that? Is that what you did? And that's just an awesome feature. You know, you watch when he just caught that fish, first thing he did is hit the spot lock so that we don't take off and blow a mile off of what you're on.
Spot lock changed the game. And you know, I hear guys they say it's $1,000 extra, blah blah blah. The first tournament I fished with spot lock, it made me money because I was going to call, and a boat was waiting for me to blow off the spot on the school.
Boom, boom.
Boom boom, and that guy went. I was like, I get to keep my spot for a change, brother.
Spot lock is a spot lock called name for a reason. When we hit those grass beds and have a school of fish around them, it's just cast after cast of catching. Look there, oh,
So strong, man.
Look.
So strong, man.
look at that fish just pulling like that. Oh yeah, she got a little shoulder now. There she comes, watch it. There she goes.
Finally got about 3.
Yeah. Fat, healthy, look at that.
Isn't that, I mean, that blows me away, man. So many fish in here and they're so healthy. Man, I'm telling you, and it's not just a sales pitch. I've fished all over the country, and I've never dealt with fish as strong as what I've caught.
Oh, these Florida bass are stout.
Yeah.
These are irrigation lakes to provide the surrounding orange groves with water, and there's always a constant flow of fresh water, creating the perfect environment for these bass to thrive. I was trying to keep that rod tip far enough in front of that.
I had just stepped on that spot lock.
Little chatterbait fish. Why?
Yeah.
There we go. He come at
That's
it.
a nice one.
There we go. Oh yeah, he's got a head on him.
Want me to
here,
help you?
boy. Easy, buddy. Oh yeah, now that one there's putting the hurting on it. Look at him.
They're growing up. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Coming to you.
Oh, he got off.
Yeah, uh-huh. Tell you what, see now the dirty tricks are starting in this boat. Oh, look at that. Now that right there is a beauty. Brent,
I don't want
Brent,
to talk about
I'm
it. I
telling
don't want
you
to talk
what.
about it.
you don't want to talk about it. You know, we're back to being friends again.
I'm a guide today. That's what I'm supposed to be doing today. So
My
I'm
goodness.
just trying to do my job.
Look at that.
Look at
Look
that
at
belly,
the
man.
gut on that fish. My goodness, y'all are growing some dandies.
They are very healthy. Great
You know-
potential.
You know, no matter what anybody says, that just never gets old catching fish like that. Brent Anderson and Vero Trophy Bass Lakes has got the setup.
Yes.
See if we can put this little bitty old. Look at you. One cast, one fish. Look at here. Oh, look at the head on that. And throwing that little -1. Now I'm gonna let you swing him. Now wait, this will be film worthy. This is what happens when a guy has a resume of 42 top 10s and you go look at mine. There's what happens right there.
Hey man, somebody's
That's
got
why he gets 42 top 10s and I got how many? Not very many.
somebody's got to be good at catching the seeds too.
Oh.
You know?
Good laugh. Uh-oh, there's a head turner. That's a head turner, baby. Come on, tell me you're a pig. You feel like it. Oh yeah, this might be this is what you're looking for right here. Here she comes, look at this. Boys and girls, this is a studly muddly right here. This is what bass fishing's all about right here. There's a stick right below us. Oh, look at that beast! Woo, baby! Look at that pig, son! Woo! Baby! Lord, my goodness! Son, look at that pig!
Tell me that's the biggest one you've
Oh.
ever caught on television.
That's got to be close to my Mexico fish right there, son.
All right.
Holy smokes, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. Brent, holy cow, my friend. That's a stud. Oh my goodness. You the man.
Shoot, brother.
You the man.
You're shaking, man. I love it. Shaking. I love it.
There's moments in your life you wait for, remember them.
Woo.
Oh my goodness, I'm tore up. People,
That's a wrap.
I will, the day that goes away, I'll quit fishing, but oh my goodness. Now it's time for your safe digging moment of the week, brought to you by 811. Always remember to call before you dig. The 811 moment of the week has got to be the giant big bass that I hooked up with. What an awesome catch, and it's one of them memories that I'll have for a lifetime. Woo! Baby! Woo! Holy smokes, look at that.
Y'all got to come back in December. dude.
Oh, you
when
tell.
that fish right there
Yeah,
is
look,
full.
you're gonna have to break my arm to get me to come back.
Hey, you heard what he said, Mark.
Yeah, he said y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah.
I may fish.
Oh. What?
I don't think mine's gonna quite go as big as you.
Now, you know,
Everything's gravy now.
I got to tell you one thing. When that rod buckles over like that, you know it.
There's no doubt about
There's just no doubt, because I'm like,
I'd like to hear what you said, because it was like, you said about 2 or 3 different things.
oh,
This was a head turner.
I don't know what was going through. All I know is that rod bowed over, and I know it was over, because I couldn't turn that fish. Some days, when you get done fishing, your arms are tired and your thumbs are raw, and after catching a giant, you just have a memory of a lifetime. And you just want to get out and have the chance to catch a giant and big numbers of fish, you need to come on down to Vero Trophy Bass Fishing Lakes. The direction is brought to you by 811. Know what's below, call before you dig. We would also like to thank these fine partners. Closed captioning is brought to you by USA North. Call 811 before you dig.